Glasses off.
A little Lego tree here.
We're live. All right, folks, welcome to the Booicore live show, where there's myself, Toddley Rodlington here, man with no teeth, and we got Tom Caffrey, another YouTuber. So, who is first on? We got, go on, Tom, read them out. I have to get into reading them out because I can't see that.
Rexa God said hi. Josh Garbutt said yeah. Boy.
That's a sick name.
You got a speech impediment? What was his name in the first one?
Rector God.
Interesting name. Hi, everybody. Is it true Andrew Cooper? Oh, right, okay. I'm not going to read that one out.
Sick comment, though.
Uppy puppy. How dare they? How are you, mate? Watch some of your videos from the, whatever it was, British champs. Unbelievable riding. So, we will do a bit of a competition later on. I'll give some it away. And what else? What else have we been doing? Well, Tom's over and he's been riding Eastridge with me. What do you reckon to Eastridge?
Big sends, yeah. Absolutely sick.
What are your initial impressions on the tracks that we did?
Well, I didn't know what to expect, really. I thought it was sick, like longer than I thought they'd be. Two and a bit minutes, weren't they? Would you say?
Yeah.
Pinning it. Yeah, sick.
So for anyone who knows Eastridge, we did soil can.
That was a good one.
Soil can.
Beard, wasn't it?
Yeah, oil can, soil beard. Then there's Don Logan into something else, and then Old Dogs, which was your favourite.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say so.
Which one?
The first, or probably the first one, Soil Beard.
Yeah.
Soil Beard, the first one.
That's the one where like
you were smoking it down the first one, so we were like straight at 100 mile an hour, weren't we? Yeah, that was sick. That.
And on Don Logan, I gave you a nice little crash for your head
on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, check in Monday for that one.
Yeah, and I went over front end washed out as you cross the road and dug the bars into the ground that deep that you couldn't see any of my left hand grip, and it ripped the cable out of my dropper post, and then I had to do the next two climbs with the seat halfway down to stand up all the way.
Yeah, you did pretty well, to be fair, didn't you?
I tell you what, that tired me out. That did. I was knackered and sweating. So what we got, Todd? Read some stuff out, mate.
Someone's put oil can is a game changer.
Yeah, totally.
I agree with that.
Charlie Garbutt, when's your vid at Dobby coming out?
That is actually, it rendered last night. It is uploaded to YouTube, ready, and I think I'm going to get that posted tomorrow night. So yeah, this man's on it quite a lot. Especially as the first bit, the first bit when we were doing the jump line and all that.
Yeah,
I had because I'd got the wrong GoPro in, so I got me two GoPros. I got the one that's on linear.
Yeah,
and what I didn't realise when they're on linear, not only are they narrower that way, they're narrower that way.
Yeah, it crushes it all down, doesn't it?
So it's like I've just got it too low, so I had to scrap that footage, a lot of it anyway. But then we got your footage there.
Yeah, so you've replaced a bit.
Yeah.
Nice,
I should have just said it was me, and I looked mint. Lots of people saying Tommy C hype, which is cool.
Yes, boys.
So, how many of you give us a yes are actually Tommy subscribers? That's what I want to know. Do you prefer to be called Tommy or Tom?
I don't know. All my mates call me Tommy, to be honest with you. Like in school, everyone called me Tommy, so it kind of just like.
I kind of prefer the name Tommy to Tom. Don't know why. You get called Tom a bit, don't you, Bobby, mate? Just to wind you up.
Someone's put that.
Look at all the yeses.
Good lads.
Coming in.
Someone's put that I look really bored and was tired. It was too hot last night.
Yeah, it was mega hot, wasn't it? Couldn't deal with that, mate.
Do you want to tell them about what situation you're at with the teeth?
So,
Get in close and show them your
gnashers.
Oh, he's a good-looking lad. But what did you do last night, Todd?
What did I do last night?
What did you take out of your face?
Oh, took out some stitches. Well, all the ones on the outside. There's still a few left on the inside.
So Cassie snipped them and he pulled them out. He wouldn't do it to start with. He said it hurt too much, and then he just ripped them out like a loon. So when you're at the dentist again?
I think it's Monday.
And then measuring you up for a brace with teeth in it.
Well, they're gonna do me like an Invisalign brace with teeth inside and clip-on one to see which is better.
Someone's asked what you're drinking before it disappears.
It's Mackey's orange juice.
Mackey's, we had big Mackey's for tea.
Did you get on oil slick? Did you get?
They don't, and then they mean oil can.
Ah, right, okay. Yes, we did.
Yeah, oil slick was sick.
Plenty of Tommy C hype. Yo, Tommy C, that Better Sequoia drop to
Tight left.
Tight left is mad in the flesh. Yeah, it is mad. You're right.
Where's
That
that then?
track's
I've
sick.
ridden there, don't they?
Yeah, there's a few like off-piste tracks in Betsycoed. They're all the locals kind of want to keep them as quiet as they can. It's like anywhere, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? When there's a local scene, everyone wants to try and keep it to themselves, which is fair enough. But yeah, there's some sick tracks up there, probably some of the best in the country, to be honest. That tight left drop to it's mad that.
What? Any other stuff, Todd? I can see something about hard rock actually. Someone saying.
Yeah. What's gonna be your best dance move at hard rock?
Probably doing the robot.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I was literally about to say the robot's a classic, that, isn't it?
I used to be a body popper when I was
Did
young.
you?
Yes.
No, it used to be weird.
Yeah.
When he was younger, he used to go to bus stops with his mates and just dance.
Yeah, body popping.
It was so
It was
weird.
cool. That was cool then.
Body popping at the bus stop.
No one ever. Todd, read some more stuff out, mate.
Hey, lads, how's it going? Looking forward to hard rock.
Yeah, very much so. You're not doing it, are you?
Do you know what? I got an invite offer. I was out with a few local lads the other night, and they said to me, one of the lads has basically dropped out, and I said, how funny.
Saturday?
Yeah. He basically, he's got the weekend ticket, but he's like not doing it now. So he had a ticket going, and the lads was like, oh, you should jump on it.
For the race?
Yeah, for
Do you
everything.
know how hard to get that is?
I know, I said that. But I said, should I race under his name and be like a bit of a low flyer? And
yeah, do it.
Should I do it?
Come and join us. What time's your start time?
I don't know. I'll have to find out all the details. Basically,
Oh, mate, if you can do it, honestly,
reckon
there's
that'd be
such a massive queue. I mean,
I could probably do it as well.
can you do a big, obviously we haven't been on a big ride. Can you do a big 40k job?
Yeah, I reckon so, yeah.
You seem fit enough tonight. Oh, it's so good.
Pop a few
so good.
hydro tabs in the drink, be sweet.
Yeah, a bit of speed. I mean, like, he's going to go speedy.
Yeah.
Pop a bit of speed.
Right, anything else, Rodney?
Someone put, Tommy, are you ever going to do a group ride?
I'd like to, yeah. Tried doing a local one up my way, but a few people disagreed with it, so I kind of skybosh that one.
We could do a
We should do a joint one. That'd be
collaboration
sick,
one,
big
yeah.
time one.
Well, my next one, I don't know when it's going to be yet, but the next one I want to do at Forest of Dean.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I've never
Yeah.
been there, so
Oh,
yeah,
you'd love it
that'd
there.
be sick.
And you've got sort of most of all the cool stuff. All in
Yeah, I suppose
one
it's
place.
like it's a good location in the country as well
Yeah.
for people to get to. Yeah, that'd be sick. That I'll have to arrange that.
Why? I know it's really good for the environment going from plastic.
McDonald's, the straws. Oh mate,
What's going on, like? Well, I can't push it to the bottom now. It's just folding into
yeah,
bits.
they're horrible, aren't they? Just
Oh, that's it. Screw the environment. Anything else, Rod?
Yeah. John Pilling has put, I wish I had a bike like yours.
To who? Me?
oh,
I don't know.
Or to Tommy C? Because we both
Alright,
got pretty good bike. And
yeah,
Todd,
yours is
actually.
specced out, but it's not nads though, isn't it?
Yeah, mine's pretty
Isn't it?
spec. Yours is the Intense. Obviously, I'm a fan of Intense, as many will know from me having owned a Primer and
They've just put
Yeah.
you all.
you all, yeah. Well, Todd's is, oh man, it's so close. It's so close to being done.
Yeah.
The front end of Todd's, this is his Switch FS, the small one. Switchback FS is the front end is, I'll get it out in a minute. It's like polished and lacquered,
Have you got it
and
here?
no, it's still at Stanton.
All right.
And the back end is about to be polished, and then that'll be lacquered because he just bought a new polishing machine. It's basically like a grinder but with a buffing wheel on. But the problem is they've got to get a load of bikes out to meet a load of orders. So because Todd had hurt himself, they were like, well, we're not going to do is for now and finish off just because they want to keep everyone happy, and you can't blame them. But I've been pestering the last few days. Come on, lads, sort it out. So we've been promised before Hard Rock you'll get your bike.
Nice.
So the painter man is in.
Do you do that now?
No,
He's coming.
I'm gonna be 16.
Oh,
Yeah.
have you?
I reckon
You'll
you
be 16.
That's he could easy. He could I wouldn't easy, but he could get round.
Yeah,
He'd
definitely.
do Hard Rock. Any more questions?
Yeah. Good to see your men doing well, Todd. We just started watching your vids, guys. Love them. When you next at Dolby Forest?
Who's that from?
Beverly MTBers.
Have I ridden Dolby? I think I've ridden Dolby years ago.
Where's Dolby?
I think it's up north. Can you tell us where Dolby is? I think it's like up north somewhere. But yeah, it's another one on the list. Come winter, I'll be doing a lot more of the Idiot's Guides again because it's quite difficult at this time of year because there's just so much stuff going on.
Pickering, he said. That's where it is. Ronnie Pickering.
North Yorkshire.
Ronnie Pickering.
Ronnie Pickering.
Tom is such a sender from Charlie Garbett.
Yes,
yeah, I discovered that from going to Dovey Bike Park with him. So, oh yeah, what have we got coming out? We've got coming out. I've got a day I did up in Staffordshire with Che Granby and a couple of other lads up there. That was really good. A place called the Roaches. But that's been on the back burner because obviously I have some topical stuff, i.e. Dovey had to go out straight away because obviously, well, you know what it's like. You want to sort of beat the other people, don't you?
Big time, man.
And the same with doing national champs and stuff from there. I wanted that out straight away. So then the Roaches will be going up. I've got one more. The main Dovey one is obviously I've had the Rachel Afton interview. But the main edit from there will be up tomorrow night, which is ace. Me and him both in it. For those of you who've just joined us, hello, welcome. This is the Booicore live show.
You've seen my boys just got in here, Elliot. Yes, bro.
If you want to have a look at any of the Booicore products, as in t-shirts, those changing towel things, you know, like a towel you get into, nice bags, etc. Check them out, Booicore. And if you want to buy anything, use the discount code Booicore. What is it? No, it's not
Pinned 10.
That's it. Pinned, all capital letters, pinned, and then the number 10, and you'll get 10% off. Funnily enough. Yeah, what have you got to say about Dovey Bike Park? Tell the people what you thought about when we initially got there.
It's a bit overwhelming, really, wasn't it? Like we rolled up into the car park.
Were you nervous?
A bit apprehensive. I wouldn't say nervous. I used to get nervous when I was racing, but now because I don't race, I don't really get nervous. It's more like it's just apprehensive of what there's going to be. But yeah, when we rolled up into the car park following you in, it was like that natural reaction on the video where I'm like, oh my God, it was like, because it does look big, doesn't it, even in the car park? In terms of the tracks were probably, I would say honestly, probably some of the best stuff I've ridden up to date. Yeah. And to say how wet it was as well, because it was not on it.
It's I was more nervous about the jump line than the downhill stuff. And then I got to admit, when we got to the top and we were doing that one called the slab line.
The triple black one.
Right.
Yeah,
I was at the top of there. I was thinking, this is going to be scary.
He didn't even let us look at it.
I didn't even know there was a triple black when we were going up there.
Did you not?
No, I thought it was just double black.
Yeah.
And blacks. And then obviously the jump line, which they class as a red. I'd say it's more like a black, because there's some gnarly stuff
and it's fast as well, isn't it?
But the slab is, I mean, it's as steep as you can get in places.
Yeah, it's nuts, isn't it?
And you're going down, you've got all these big rocks either side of you, and you've got to thread the needle, and then you've got to just hit these
your line,
these slaty turns, haven't you? And it's got all catch netting up the sides, which a lot of the tracks there have got catch netting at the sides, don't they? That shows how gnarly and steep they are. But it's such a buzz when you come out of it alive at the bottom.
Yeah, it was amazing. That triple black. I mean, probably the worst one was that Gully of Doom.
Yeah,
that was nuts, wasn't it?
Do you know what? I could not find that on any of the editing.
Could you not?
So that's not in it. But I know
I only had that one run of it, mate.
I know it's in your videos, so I'll be sending people to look at your videos as well.
Yeah, it was nuts. That.
Todd, what have we got? What have we missed? Evening all from Tim from Wales. All right, Tim, how you doing, mate? Another YouTuber.
Is he? Yes,
Yeah.
Tim. Big up, bro.
Someone asked before. Yeah, Kevin Turner. Any of you going to MTV meetup at Landegler this weekend?
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Myself, Todd, and Sonny are there. We will be milling around Booicore and Stanton bikes. So come and see us. And at some stage, we're going out for a ride, but we don't know when yet. Anything else, Rodney? How's your mouth? Someone's saying from John Pilling before it disappears.
Yeah, it's just about to pop off.
Not too bad.
When are you going to gloss up, Tommy?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I think this
Vive
dude,
reviews and tips.
yeah, he messaged me a few weeks ago on one of the videos because he seen that we were up near Glossop. So
Where's
yeah,
Glossop?
Glossop's to us. It's like heading over towards. I don't even know. Do you know what? I don't even know. I should know. Glossop is like it's heading over towards like Hope Valley way. So pretty much over to Sheffield. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, at some point, don't know when, can never put a time on these things because there's so many spots to it. But yeah, I'll hit you up.
When does Todd get his Stanton? I just read somewhere from Tim. Tim, he gets it. They've said it should be done before Hard Rock, even though he's not racing. Won't be there, but it'd be nice to show it off at Hard Rock because obviously he's getting the very first raw Stanton FS.
Nice.
So yeah. Anything else?
Someone asked me what happened to you at the bike crash.
Do you want to? In fact, this is a
Sire.
good time because we haven't put on the media exactly how it happened because we didn't know, and we have found out off his mate whose BMX he was on. Do you want to tell him?
So basically,
Do you want a drum roll or anything?
I punctured a BMX tire with my teeth.
That's gnarly, isn't it? Oh.
Yeah.
And because the BMX tire was spinning, it ripped them out and knocked me out, and then I skidded along the floor on my face.
You did a good job, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think he's probably the only human. I don't know why I'm saying human, like a dog or something that's done it. The only person I know who has managed to puncture a bike tire with their teeth.
Yeah, that's
So
good effort.
good
That,
achievement.
yeah. Big time.
So hopefully, well, definitely actually, by the time we do another live show, we will have a set of fake Nashers in, and he'll hopefully be able to talk properly. We're hoping he'll get them. I don't know. I don't think you will get them fitted for Hard Rock, will you? They have to be made.
I think I do. Have they got to like drill out what's already there and shove something in? Or?
Can't do it because he's too young. Yeah,
Have
he's
you got all your
got
adult
to have.
teeth yet?
Pardon?
Have you got all your adult teeth
Yeah.
now?
He had
Well,
30
I got,
stitches
like,
in his mouth.
Wow.
They've all gone now.
But like dissolvable.
Yeah,
ones?
yeah, and
Well, we cut out the ones at the front. So
yeah,
we
because
can
you're like
take
well hard and shit, bro. And
Yeah, scraps.
oh, we've got to give a shout out just quickly. Henry, 10 years old. Was it 10 years old today?
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Pin
Henry.
fan.
Happy birthday,
And
bro.
he's a big pin fan. His mum's been here and got him a pinned hat, and a t-shirt is on order because he's 10. We didn't have him that small. But don't forget, we have all the merchandise here. We have the hats, we have the t-shirt, short sleeve and long sleeved. We've got the stem caps and also the woolly hats, like you'd want a woolly hat at this time of year.
Yeah, rocket. I used to
Funnily
wear
enough,
a
I'm
woolly
not
hat
selling them right now.
Yeah, I used to wear a woolly hat all through my school life.
Did you?
Big moped.
I don't think they'd invented woolly hats when I was at school. Still them like daft kids hats. What else you got, Todd?
Sam Braxton's asked Tommy what happened to the old Patrol.
Oh, Patrol. That was actually my brother's bike. It was just a backup because I snapped I won't say the brand because we're not dropping brands, but I snapped one of my bikes in Morzine, pretty much straight down the bottom tube. And my brother, because he's an absolute legend, loaned me his bike for like 6 months.
Really?
So yeah, he's an absolute geezer, my brother.
Wow.
So yeah, that was that bike. Sick bike. I'd get another one, definitely. If you're thinking of getting a bike, yeah. They're a good choice.
Someone put here, I'm going to read it out, I probably shouldn't. Witty Fritz. Jim, was it a bit awkward at Dovey after you described the Aftons as up their own arses? I think they know people think they're like that, and they don't look at anyone else's social media. So they probably didn't know that I'd said that. They'd basically, I got like the invite. It's like they're sort of changing the tune a bit, and they're starting to play ball, and they're starting to realise now. I think now they've gone from this massive brand down to this tiny little, bike producing company with a bike park without huge money from big brands behind them. I think they are starting to realise it's time to rein it in a bit and start dealing with the normal people. Well, I hope so anyway. And to be fair, we went to the bike park and it wasn't any special do for us, was it?
It was sick, wasn't it?
We got invited. Well, I got invited to the press launch, which was in a few weeks, and I think they basically put it out a bit too early, and people were all the other press people were busy, so they forwarded it to August. So straight away I said yes, and I invited Tommy to come with us.
Legend.
And they cancelled that one, but then they said, well, you can come on Saturday if you want to the first official day. So we couldn't turn that down, could we? And Rachel was there, and Dan Afton was there, and obviously G wasn't because he was doing national champs. But they were really sound with us, weren't they?
So nice.
Rachel let me do a good interview with her, and Dan Afton come up in the uplift and showed us the tracks, and he was. Considering how fast he is, I thought it was quite nice of him how he was like, come on, Jim Bob, you lead this one.
It was nice,
and it was a bit like, it wrecked me a bit like, oh, mate, I don't want you behind me. But he's
made
like,
for good footage.
Yeah, and then he is actually, he was like really sort of, he was nice when he got to, he was like, mate, you did well then, you got down the triple black.
I think he was buzzing to see people riding his creation. And it come across, I think, that.
And if anybody looks on their media, you have to watch that clip at the moment that's up, and it blew me, and it even blew you away. I mean, you were keeping up with him on the jump line, but you could tell he was holding back, because if you look at the current clip where G is following Dan Afton down, it is ridiculous, especially having ridden those downhill tracks.
Yeah, they're just like,
it's like, how the hell are they doing that at that speed?
I mean, you can ride your local quick, can't you? But that was just
that was ridiculous. Yeah,
different level of riding that.
Elliot Marsden, boys, Llangollen hype Sunday. What are you doing at Llangollen? You doing
an uplift? Yeah, basically one of my mates, Anne. I speak to him quite a bit. He's a big sender. He does backflips and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Shut up.
And he just hit us up and said, "Do you fancy an uplift?" So just go in an uplift in one of the, he's got a Jaguar. It's like a 7-seat Jaguar, and he just tows a trailer behind and just does the uplift. Jaguar? Yeah, it's mad. It's like a proper. What is it?
What car?
It's like, it's a car, yeah. It's
the
sickest. I'll have to take a picture. It's the sickest.
Oh, mate, send us a picture of that. I want to see that.
Yeah, it's sick. It runs on gas as well, the car. It's done like a conversion.
No way.
Use petrol. Sick.
That's ace. What else we got, Todd?
We got a comment from Richard Wallen saying rode in Warney the other night with your mate Corny.
Corny.
And then
he is corny.
And then got a comment from Coiny. Hey up, lads. Does Tom ever ride the Head and Bridge trails? I've heard they're steep and tech and good, but never been.
Yeah, Ebden Bridge is sick. Did a video there a couple of years ago.
Coiney's my mate who put me on to you.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
And Coiney, you wanted to know, because he said, where's he from? And I said Manchester. He goes, oh, they all say Manchester, but I bet he's not from Manchester. He's probably from somewhere else. And I was like, all right, I found out. Where is it you're from?
It's a little village called Saddleworth.
Oh, Saddleworth. Yeah, Saddleworth. Right, okay. So that's it, Saddleworth. There you go, Coiney. So he's not a proper man.
No, well, sort of. I like to think I am.
He's got a Manc accent, as far as I'm concerned. Unlike Coiney, who's got a Drayton accent and is now starting to talk a bit Sheffield. Yeah, from the Isle of Man. Who's that?
Sick.
Tony Millichat. All right, mate. Oh, what an ace place. That is, I'd love to go back. Yeah, the riding out
apparently
there
it's meant
amazing.
To be sick, I know.
I've ridden out there a few times. Anything else, Todd?
Would you bring Tom, would you bring Jim and the rest of the Pin TV lads up our end?
We're already on it, boys.
Yeah, we're already talking about it.
We're getting some stuff hopefully planned when Jim's got a free weekend.
So, as I say, I was talking about, my next edit is going to be the Dovey one. out tomorrow night, but I would highly recommend that for any of you who are my subscribers and not Tom's, check out his channel and have a look at his Dovey Bite Part 1s that are up already. They're getting really good views, and there's a bit of me on there squidding my way down in front of him, and then he sends it.
No, you were sending it. You didn't.
But tonight, I took him to Eastridge because he wanted to have a look and get a bit of an edit from there. And I was like, right, if there's anywhere where I might look okay, because I know the tracks. So all his edits tonight are following me, and I had a good crash for you as well. So it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really good. Enjoyed it. Yeah, nice to sample something new.
Someone's commented in French, so you can carry
on. Let's translate it.
Okay. I'll say it in French. It's probably total. Hang on. The little bonhomme is good man. That's il va mieux le petit bonhomme. So that's something that's about you, I reckon. The little good man. Il is it.
I'm shocking at anything.
It's something, the little good man. I reckon that's what happened to you.
I'll have a look.
No, he's going to take half an hour Googling this.
No, I'll just type it.
Okay. Well, I'll read something out while you're having a look at that. Tommy C, have you ever done an edit with Tommy C?
Tom Caldwell? Nah, he's the one that does, all the slice of British pie stuff.
Do you know what? When I was trying to find you on Instagram, I was like, Jesus, he's got some followers, and then I realised it was him. Yeah,
he's a big boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to. Thing is, like proper riding edits. I don't know if it's my bag. That.
No.
I'd rather go out with the boys and get a send on, and show like a bit of that rather than just something that's solely.
Definitely, Todd, shift your head out of the way, mate. I can't see him. It's definitely so. That's what I'd say to everyone. You've got vloggers and you've got editors, and they are very different.
Yeah, massively.
Like Ben Caffrey was a vlogger, and then I think because he's so techie, he got into that side of things, and now he's definitely an editor.
Yeah.
He's quite, he's more a presenter, and he
comes across well.
Yeah, he's really good. He's my favourite UK.
I'd say the same as well.
He's really good, and I like Ben Deacon a lot of the time.
Yeah,
I think sometimes the lads stuff can get a bit.
I can be a bit like that.
Yeah,
it's hard not to when you're hyped and you.
His video from Mega Avalanche, 100,000 views.
Good video though.
I'm halfway through it at the moment. I forgot to watch the second half because when you get disturbed, you go. But that's really good.
Yeah, it is.
And it shows how gnarly it is. His video shows how gnarly it is. Oh, dogs are fighting in the background. I got 3 dogs, and I'm looking after my mate's 2 dogs for the weekend. So I've got 5 dogs here today, and it's just chaotic. So hopefully there won't be a dog fight.
The French was just saying, is the little man better or something?
So I was kind of right.
That's nice.
I'm going to reply. Oh, my phone is off.
Do it again. Okay, go.
Oui, je me sens mieux.
Hopefully. Oui, je me sens mieux. Okay.
I think someone asked you to give him a smile a minute ago. Todd gives a smile.
Smile. You do look like a hillbilly here.
Someone off the hills have eyes.
Reet, this is from Clive Onions. Reet boys, bit late to the show. Good to see a collaboration. Gives a smile. Oh, that's him. Yeah.
That's what I see.
Sebastian Barker. I'm from Dorset. Well done. That's miles down south, isn't it? Dorset. That was when I used to work for Dirt. The headquarters of Dirt was in Dorset.
Really?
Yeah. In the flattest part of the country.
It's mad that, isn't it? You find some brands that are mountain bike brands, and they're like, no trails anywhere near.
Tim from Wales, message retracted. What was that then, Tim?
I think he put something about, don't you think the was it the Tommy Caldwell edits are just edits with the boys? Yeah, they are. It's just their edits, aren't they? They're not like you said, they're not vlogs.
Sebastian Barker, do you think 50-1 will take over the MTV scene? No, definitely not. It's good, and their tricks are amazing, and their edits are cool. But unless everyone's in the 20s, you've got to remember mountain biking now. If you look at mountain biking, You just fart then, or was it a fly?
I don't know what I was doing, to be fair. I think I said it's wide.
It's mountain biking is the new golf, so that basically means that most people who are spending money on mountain bikes are in the 40s, and the blokes in the 40s won't be the ideal people to be following 50 to 1 because it's all a bit laddish for them. You know, I mean, I'm in my 40s, late 40s, but I can sort of, I don't know, I can appreciate people of any age really without sounding weird.
That was definitely weird.
Yeah, that got a bit like, how do I say this without sounding weird? And it still sounded weird. What you got? Anything else, Tom?
Katie Drake said there's loads of trails in Dorset.
Hiya, Katie. You all right? It's nice to have a female on here.
Yes.
Katie rides with Katie, who is another Katie, Wakely, who is our brand ambassador, who we're going to be riding with at the Hard Rock, and is going to be a very big part of our race vlog. It's going to be kind of, I mean, we'll all be in it, but it'll be very based around her, because checking out the YouTube analytics the other night, we are 95.5% male subscribers, so we need to do something about that really.
I'm 99.
I might just have a sex change. Or Todd. So you're a bit.
Get a wig, lad.
Yeah. Anything else,
I
Rodney?
could use a wig.
I tell you what. I'm going to do a competition, and I'm going to send a cap and a stem cap. So one of these hats and one of our pin stem caps. Right. I haven't mentioned this at all, so nobody will actually know this. This question is, I never ever really, because we're very well hooked up and we're very lucky, very appreciative, get that bit in. I never really buy anything for mountain bike, and we're very well sponsored. But the other day I had to buy something, and that thing I had to buy was only very small. And what was it? I want the brand and what it was
Someone get it straight away.
from that brand. If you get that straight away, I'll be surprised. And if no one gets it after like 5 minutes, then I'll give you a clue. So yeah, that's what was it that I bought that I needed really. Right.
Quick stem cap, no. Why would you need it?
Why would I get a Can't Quick stem cap? I've got my own.
This is messages.
Show or height. I think it's rude.
Come on. No, you can't show that, can you?
Show it, then delete it really
Yeah,
quickly.
come on, it's funny that.
Big black. Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
Can you remove it now?
Right, tubeless valve, brake
Oh,
pads. No, don't need to worry about brake
Oh
pads.
no, I
actually.
removed Tim from Wales.
Say sorry to Tim.
Sorry, Tim.
None of you have got it yet.
There we go.
Okay, a little clue. Bear in mind we're very well sponsored, and I'm a tight git. It's not going to be anything expensive.
Tubeless valve.
Where is a question
Not
for
rich.
you? And also, I want you to fire some questions towards Tommy. Anything. I'll start it off. Where is the best place in the UK you've ridden?
I don't know. There's so much, isn't there? There's so much like varied terrain.
It's hard to say, isn't it?
It is, yeah, because there's so much like
Yeah.
stuff that's good for certain things. Bike park, Diffie, 100%,
Yeah.
without question. And off piste, probably in Leithen,
Mm.
I'd say maybe in Leithen or
Where did
North
you go in
Wales.
Leithen?
we literally went for an uplift day on the adrenaline uplift with
Nearly.
sort of.
Okay, right, Charlie, you're nearly there. The first
You need a
person
brand.
to say what brand it is. Whereabouts you go in Leithen?
We went to the downhill tracks basically
Oh,
with
did you?
a lad called George Gannicott. He's an elite racer, quite good friends with George. And we basically went up there, and he turned out to be there, and we rode with him all day. There's a video on YouTube of that.
It's acing it in Leithen.
Um,
Really good. There you go. Sebastian Barker, you've got it. Oh, hang on.
oh, has he?
I know.
Josh Garbutt. Sebastian.
Yeah, Josh Garbett. Sorry, you got it. Crank Brothers cleats.
Oh,
That's it.
His brother said cleats. And then
Yeah.
he got Craig
Oh,
Brothers.
you have to share.
Oh,
You have to share 'em.
right. Okay. Well, yeah, I know your brothers. So what I'll do is instead of the pin caps, the stem caps, you can have a cap each coming out of my
If
budget.
seen that
Coming
one.
out of my massive budget. So yeah, give us a shout on that, boys. Nice attempt, everyone. Yes, I had to buy some cleats because mine was so worn out they actually wouldn't grip the pedal anymore. You know, and they suddenly go all thin. Have you ever looked at them when they wear out?
And they go really loose in the
Crank
pedal,
brothers
don't
do
they?
like wear out quite
Do they?
quickly, don't they? Well,
See, I'm on
quickly.
Shimano,
I've had them
so-
on 6 months, so that's not quickly, is it?
I wanted to
Yeah.
try and go back to flats, but I just don't feel like I could do it. Maybe on a jump bike or something.
I ride the full sus on flats, and if I'm
Yeah.
out riding with them, I'll ride the hardtail flats. But
Were you flats at the at Dovey?
no,
No, you're
no,
clips, weren't
sold
you?
that.
I
No,
was
no
going to
way.
say.
No.
I don't think you could you? Dan was
Yeah.
on flats, wasn't he?
No, and I said, "What are you doing on flats?" He goes, "Oh, I'm much faster on flats." And he wasn't slow, was he?
He just whacks the dog pisses out every time
Yeah.
he gets a jump, doesn't he? So,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, anything else, Todd?
Um,
God, you'd have to read that one out. Earplugs to dim out the Tommy C hype chat when riding. Sorry, boys, can't help it.
Craig Moyer.
Get excited.
Nice one, Craig. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I talk more than him when I'm riding.
Did you see that thing that Dan said in my video? I put
Yeah,
it in,
he
he went,
goes, "It's
does he
weird."
always talk?
Yeah. He said it's weird. He always talks.
It was his accent though that made me
Yeah,
laugh
yeah.
the way he said it. So funny.
Ashley Bright has put, "You feeling okay, Todd?" Yeah, I'm feeling fine.
He's good. He's good. And do you want to show him how long your hair's got since you shaved it off?
Pretty mad, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Amazing what a crash can do to you.
I know.
Makes you give yourself terrible hairdo. And you want it full length again, back again.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. You're saying that like it was a mistake. Was it a mistake?
I think it looks good, mate.
Yeah. So like one of them little Russian yobbos. He just needs like a vodka and some Adidas trackies.
dancing to do.
Yeah. So yeah, back to favourite tracks. I think, oh god, it's quite difficult, isn't it? There's a place near the Forest of Dean I went that was pretty amazing. The one that I did that edit from that I wasn't allowed to even say where it was, Staunton. Yeah, so I won't say that. That was amazing. Yeah, I can't give that any sort of, I don't know. I can't tell people where it was, but that was fantastic riding there.
Was it?
Yeah. The locals were up in arms when they thought I was going to do it as a idiot's guide.
Yeah,
So
it's
I had
tricky,
to
isn't it?
private
I can-
everything out.
In my last my last off-piece video, I basically said at the start of the video, I basically said, out of the respect for the locals, I'm not going to name where the spot is because I know it's like I was saying before. A lot of people can like uproar about it, can't they? Really badly, and I don't get that really. Well, I sort of do, but
I want to go at some stage to Leon Ross's tracks
they
in
look
Barry
sick,
Sidings.
don't they?
And it's funny because I said to him, like I said, can we do Idiot's Guide? And will it be all right? Yeah, you bet. Yeah.
Did it?
He says, "Oh, you got no problem." And then, of course, he's a cage fighter, and he's like kind of the man round there.
Yeah.
And if he
follow
says
him on
it's all
Instagram,
right,
to
I'll
be fair.
just anyone moans,
He's a
send them to him.
He's a shredder, him, isn't he?
He's a shredder, and he's absolutely hard as nails as well. Do you know he did like cage fighting? For
Yeah,
years?
because I've seen him hitting the bag a few times on his Instagram.
Yeah,
I
it's
was like,
unreal.
I'd like to be on the back end of one.
No, I wouldn't either. Sorry, Rodney. Anything
Where
else?
did Rodney come from, by the way?
He's got loads.
Is it off
of
Only
names.
Fools and Horses? That
No, it's just
Auntie just
Rodney.
came up with Rodney.
yeah. He's had Rodney, Todd, Toddlington, Todney, Knobhead. There's loads really. Anything else?
Not bad.
Where did Tommy C hype come from?
Mad. If you watch, it's so mad. I don't even know how it happened. In one of my videos, I just decided to say it. It was literally I did about 5, and then I just said it on one video, and then it just kind of became a bit of a thing.
Yeah,
And it's just, do you know one of them things? It's like you say, keep it pinned. It's a bit similar.
Yeah,
do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
yeah.
A bit weird, really.
And then he got Deacon's got Oi Oi.
Oh, yeah.
Sam Pilgrim's got To the Skies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
and
is good.
Cracker
That,
Money.
to be fair.
Cracker Money. Yeah. He wouldn't be saying that if he wasn't getting paid loads of money.
I
for
know.
it,
Yeah.
You would though, wouldn't you?
Oh, mate, possible.
Who else? I don't know anybody else. GMBN are far too corporate to have
Yeah.
anything like that.
Has Caffrey got anything?
No.
Does he not?
No, it doesn't need to.
Seth
No, it
says
doesn't, does it?
Yeah.
at the end, Seth Bycatch always says thanks for riding when they done.
Oh, he does, doesn't he? Yeah. Well, this is something worth saying, actually, and you're into it as well. Something I have got into recently, quite a late comer to this, is the Downtime podcast. Really good. Anyone who listens to podcasts, they're ace for, if you're driving, there's a lot of crap on the radio.
Stick it on. Can't you?
Podcasts are amazing for driving, especially if you're on a long drive, and they quite often are over an hour long.
Yeah.
So check that out. It's got some good. The best one being Nigel Page. He's really good. So I've been getting through that, and I've actually been chatting to him a bit about doing something towards the end of the year, which would be quite cool, where he comes for a ride with me, and I interview him throughout the ride.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
And then we do something with me at the end
Yeah.
for his podcast.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, but he's been getting some good names in. Anything else, Todd?
Tim from Wales, have you ridden any of the off-piste trails at Cumcarn?
Never been Cumcarn, me.
You never been?
Never
Haven't
been.
you?
No, never
It's
been.
supposed to be brilliant. The only thing I've done at Cumcarn, obviously the olden days, the Welsh Dragon track, and just the trail century stuff. When I actually, that's where I raced.
Is it?
When
Cumcarn?
Sam Pilgrim was there racing. Yeah.
Sam Pilgrim used to race.
No, this was recently.
No, this was.
Was it?
Yeah.
He did it on his e-bike?
Was it last year? I think so. Yeah, and
Oh,
early this year.
It's one of the mini enduro high bike series,
Yeah.
and of course he's sponsored by high bike, so they got some of their ambassadors down.
No.
David Knight, ex-world champion, motorbike enduro, was there. I never saw him, unfortunately.
What, did they get invites to the race kind of thing?
Yeah, I think high bike more like sort of said
'cause
we
he's
wanted
in
to
with
do
high
it.
bike,
Yeah, and we got him on the video and took Todd round his motorhome, and it was really good.
I
wasn't
remember
it?
you saying actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, October last year.
What was it?
I don't feel like that long ago.
He sent you a race top as well, didn't he?
Yeah,
He's a
it was
geezer,
sticky.
Sam.
Yeah. You spoke to him, haven't you? Hoping
Yeah,
to get
recently.
something.
Yeah, you never know. See what happens. Love to do a video with him. But he's dreaming that really at this minute in time.
You're more likely to be able to go and jump with him. If I did it, it would be like how to jump into an ambulance as quick as possible.
I should do that. That'd be funny.
Oh my god! Like, even do you know what? I'm such a fanny on the jumps. Even an airbag scares me.
Yeah, but then how you rode the steepest, gnarliest tech,
Yeah,
that's fine on it.
it's
mad.
because
It's
my
mad, isn't it?
racing from back in
Era
the
was
day
that.
was
Yeah.
just downhill, and I started getting put off when it got to the 2000s when they started putting big jumps in
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I hadn't done them.
It's mad,
And,
isn't it?
thanks to Stu Hughes, who put the first big one in at Eastridge, the first big one of any British downhill race, and it scared the hell out of everyone. Good on you. Anything else, Tom?
Yeah. The Golfy and Elite and amazing trails.
Yeah,
Document
they
that.
are ace. Have you ridden the
No,
Golfy
I've got
much?
plans to go there as
Oh,
well.
that's
That's
good.
probably on the hit list.
So
soon,
good.
that.
That's for me. That's better than an Elithan.
Really?
Yeah. It's a bit more. It's not as sort of hard pack.
Yeah.
It's got a bit more
Bit more
dirt in
natural.
there, and they're long. The one track when we did that Transcend Enduro, the one track was. I think it was like 6 minutes. I can't remember what it was called. It was so
Big
savage.
hillside, isn't it? Over there.
Yeah, it's a big old climb up, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I can imagine. 6 minutes of down, I'll do that.
Well, the ones who did that festival, they did. I think they
That
call
tweed
it. Yeah, I
thing
think they
you
call
know.
it Transcend Festival now. There was one you could do called the Transcend Epic, and
Yeah.
it was they were kind of doing our race and another race over 2 days, and loads of people quit. It was too hard,
Really?
and they did. I think they did something like 17 stages. Oh, and these riders were coming in looking broken, absolutely broken. Mate of mine won the vets actually, Steve Liggins, hell of a rider.
Sebastian Barker's, but what do you guys think of Windhill or Tidworth?
Never been.
No, I haven't either. They're all just jumps, aren't they? That'd be right up your street.
Yeah, maybe.
When Craig Moyer, Jim, when is Martin Ashton inviting you on the random tandem? I doubt that'll happen, to be honest with you.
Be sick though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you know, I know him. I get on really well with him. He is like literally the most positive geezer you've ever met. He's such a nice bloke.
Gotta be to what happened to him.
Yeah.
Insane Pain. Is Tommy going to ride Southern Spain?
Well, actually, funnily enough, you should say that. I was telling him all that he didn't know anything about the ride Southern Spain. And on the way to Eastridge tonight, I told him all about it and said, you know, Andy out there, who, in fact, that's another edit that I've got going up. I forgot about that one. Sorry, Andy. It's like his experience of coming over, and he was meant to race the British National XC Champs. And he'd spent 6 months training. He was super fit. He thought he might be able to take the expert win. That's how good he is on XC bike. And he got all his XC bike all prepped up in Spain and got his flights. Came stay at our house, but just before he came over, just checked where he was on the grid and found out he'd forgotten to enter the race. So British Cycling won't let you in, not in a national cross country, because they do all the grids. And they said, well, you can do the national championship downhill if you want. So he swapped his entry and he come over, and I've got a vlog which is, it's not actually that much riding. It's more about his experience of, you know, and him talking to the camera. It's pretty, well, hopefully it's interesting. It's not like something I've done before, so we'll soon see. But going off subject,
I've just seen a comment and I kind of want to check. It says there's a big spider behind Tom. I hope they're in. Don't be having me on. I don't like spiders.
Don't you? That's someone who knows you don't like spiders. I don't think there is.
I doubt it. I've been running out of it if there was.
You got anything else, Tom?
We've got a Russian comment. Two Russian comments.
No.
Translating.
Bosh so
No.
smartanoi. Sorry, I can't. Do you know what? My name, or my dad's name, is not Buchanan, or was not Buchanan. It was Blumenthal, and his parents were from Russia. So my grandparents were Russian, who escaped Russia in the Second World War.
Really?
So I'm of Russian descent,
Right.
but I can't understand any of that. Sorry.
I'm trying to translate.
Don't worry about it. Maybe they'll write it in English now.
I don't understand you.
Oh,
Sorry.
probably understands this. Rock on, dude.
Yeah. I wonder what you're going to do then.
Nothing bad.
Yeah.
PC today, PC.
So you're at Llangollen tomorrow. What's your next plans?
Sunday.
After that, have you got anything else planned?
Don't know really. Just play it by ear. Just hit the boys up, see where they want to ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good crew of us now, and everyone kind of wants to do a bit of everything. I'm going to a festival in 2 weeks, so that's going to be a messy affair.
Yeah.
It'll be a weekend off, but I'm hoping to be a video ahead, so that won't affect anything.
Yeah, that just means that the next time you'll have to do more filming.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, but it's one of them things, isn't it?
It's weird, isn't it? Sometimes you can be like when I came back from Spain, I was like 3 weeks ahead.
Oh yeah.
And it was ace.
Because you banked up a load of footage.
Yeah, but it was so difficult getting them all ready because I don't have any hard drives.
Right.
So it was while I was in Spain, I was trying to.
Do you have to just put it on your PC and then
trying to edit it? Once the raw footage has been rendered,
yeah,
it takes up. I only know this because someone told me it takes up loads less space when it's rendered. So you then delete the raw footage. Right. Hope to hell that you don't lose anything or nothing goes wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, once you've got it on YouTube, you're laughing, aren't you? You don't have to worry
about it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a matter of very careful putting stuff up and deleting it, and yeah, we got there in the end. So, here's a bit of something for you. Has anybody noticed on my sponsors list behind me something that's missing? Can you notice anything that's missing? More behind Tommy, something that was there before. This is something I haven't announced at all, but I like to give the live show a bit of exclusivity now and then. So first one to come up with that will get a yes, basically. Don't win anything, just a yes, you're right. What's that?
Put tyres, but Yitres. Put the
Yitres. Insane Pain, it's Yitres. It is Victoria. They are no more a channel sponsor. They basically, computer says no. No, they just just didn't want to do it anymore. Just didn't have the budget, and that's that. So we are no, definitely not Stanton. I just haven't got Stanton because I haven't got anything to put up behind us from Stanton. Dan, get on the case, get us something to put in the background. In fact, I need to do that. Yeah, Victoria just pulled out. Just we were dealing with some geezer rather than direct with Victoria. He's like an agent who brings them into the country. He always said that the budget was coming out of his pocket, and then all of a sudden I get a text saying your sponsorship's not looking good, and that's that. And yeah, sent them a bill for the next 3 months. Didn't pay it. Job done. Over.
For the win.
So what this means is this freezes up. I'm not actually trying very hard to get another channel sponsor. I'm not too worried about it. I'm more of the opinion that things come along when they're ready to come along. So I mean, I reached out to a few tire companies to see if they're interested, and I thought I'm not going to bother because we've now got the freedom to try other tires, and
See what you like.
yeah, and we've got some WTB.
Meant to be really good, though.
It was yeah. When I went to Bike Park Wales,
yeah, it was sick.
you know, when things
Few
just
people
happen
said that.
or, like out of no reason.
Yeah.
And there's a chap I kind of know there. And I got chatting to him. I said, "What are you doing now?" He goes, "Oh, I'm marketing for WTB." I was like, "All right." So I told him the story.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, I'll send you some tyres." And my mate, Che, you know Che Granby? Do you? Rides for Cottick. He's from up your way,
Yeah,
Buxton.
I think I do, yeah.
Well, I went on a ride with him. He's on that one video with around Staffordshire. And he's
I've got him on Instagram.
yeah, he's ridden WTB tyres for years. And he said, and I totally trust what he says, 100%. And he basically said, "Look, you will love his tyres. They won't, you know."
Yeah, loads of people, anyone that runs them,
He
raves about
hasn't
them.
punctured one. No,
Really?
not at all. Todd, can you go and sort Huey out? Stop him napping, please.
The doggos.
Okay.
We got some more comments off our Russian mates, but I don't understand you. So it's just commented Russia, vodka, beer, and borscht.
Yeah, it's like
And then he's put good luck, boys.
Nice one. What's his
And then
name again? So we can say it.
Borscht, so smetanoid. And then she put Sabaton.
I love it when we got people from different
Mad, innit?
countries. It's really good. Who was the last? Was it Michigan? Someone from America last time?
Yeah.
It was Michigan, wasn't it?
sick.
They've been on a few times actually. So looking, go on.
Charlie's commented, Tommy, any hints on your new bike?
No.
Keeping stum.
Yeah.
I had something in the pipeline. Well, I say I've had something in the pipeline. I've got something in the pipeline, but I'm looking at options really.
Yeah. We've
Telling
had a
Jim
bit of a
before.
chat about that as well.
But you'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
See what pans out.
Someone's put, Tim from Wales, WTB have been good for me using the same Vigilante and Trail Boss combo for a few years. Well, we're being sent 2 sets of Vigilantes for myself and Sonny. We've got the thick casing ones. We've got the fast rolling for the rears and the sort of tachyo one for the fronts. And according to Che as well, he says you don't need any liners in them. He says you literally will not pop these tyres. And he's a veteran who will win veteran races.
Yeah.
You know, he won that PT's, didn't he? PT's downhill. Oh, he's a real ripper. I mean, he was like a pretty good elite rider as well.
Where are WTB based?
I don't know.
No
idea.
I want to say they're up north, but
The actual UK.
Like the
Well, the lad
brand,
I know, he's from South Wales, so
Oh,
maybe
really?
they are around there. Yeah, and they're brought in by hotlines.
yeah.
So yeah, don't know, no idea.
At least this Russian person isn't trying to kill you like that person from a while ago on the live vid, if you remember. Do you remember they kept commenting like really long messages?
Yeah, they were
They
weird
were,
as
like,
hell. We
trying
had
to,
to
like,
we had to
possess
block them
us.
in the end. Yeah, we sort of made fun of it for a bit, and then we thought, yeah, get
One of
over
them little Russian dolls.
it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
They were saying stuff like eat blood from your anus and stuff. They were really weird.
Okay, tell them. Sorry. Magic Mary for the win. You know what? Magic Marys are really good tyres, and also they have said to us, Schwalbe, I can remember the name then, they've said they'll send us whatever we want, which is nice. It's quite nice to feel that, you know, we have got good enough reach that people will just say, yeah, we'll send stuff out. We've been offered Maxis as well, for not for the future, because something's happening there at Max's that I actually can't tell you. But my friend Stephen, who runs their marketing, he said, if you need it for hard rock, if you need any Max's tyres. So we'll see about that. But I think I want to try these Vigilantes because it's a 2.5 rear and a 2.6 front.
Oh,
so they're going to be big gnarly things, and in them rocks, they'll be perfect, won't they? They'll be so good.
Big, nice, wide tread.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. Man.
Anything else, Don?
No.
No. Well, I think we've covered everything, haven't we?
Yeah.
Been sick.
Yeah. Magic mirror on the front, hands damp on the back for the winter in both soft compounds. Well, you must have some strong leads, Ashley. I found actually Sonny at one of the races when he did a downhill at Forest of Dean, he took the Victorias off. He was like, he said he wanted something with a bit more
meat on it,
because that I'm not going to slate them because they are a good tyre, but they aren't wide enough in my opinion. They're not wide enough.
A bit like Michelin's, they aren't really wide.
Yeah. So he put that on and he said he'd come back from there because these are amazing. These tyres are so good, so much grip. Then we went on our trail ride the next week and he was like, oh my God, it's killing me. Because they're so grippy.
Yeah.
That's the problem, isn't it? You got the drag. It's a nightmare. We've got a dog outside the door.
See, the thing with Magic Marys is most of the boys up our way run Magic Mary front and back because it's quite gnarly up our way. But you've just got so much pedal drag when you're going up an hill.
Yeah, I would rather have a tyre that rolls a bit better and a bit less grip and just deal with it.
The thing is, sometimes on the rear, you don't want a load of grip anyway because you want your back end to step out a bit, don't you? You know what I mean? Is that Ian outside?
No, that's my mate's dog being really annoying. My dogs don't whinge like that. It's doing my head in. Hopefully my missus will go and move him from outside the door any second. Anything else, Todd?
Sebastian Barker, when do you think is the right time to start asking for sponsors?
Good question, that.
Just before you want them. Do you know what? I heard something. I can sort of get it. I heard a podcast and it was one of the team managers. It was Will Longdon. And he was talking. I mean, it's slightly different when it's a World Cup rider, but he said the best thing to do with sponsorship is not to ask for it because people will ask you when you're good enough.
Yeah.
And the same with social media. When you get obviously nowadays, your media's even more important. Yeah.
Race results.
Yeah. Unless you're a World Cup racer.
Little races, or even national level, no one's bothered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We've got some more stuff coming in now. We try and do an hour, so we've got like 2.5 minutes left. So
sweet.
Right, good show, guys. I'm out here. Take it easy. Witty Fritz. See you later, bud. Martin Cousins, don't know how you say that. Voilgaznach, Dovey, okay for an average rider. How's it compared to Revs, for example? It's a tough one, that. Voilgaznach, you can do as an average rider, I'd say.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, you just go a bit slower. Go slower.
Just tighten tech in it, fold.
Yeah. Dovey, I'd say avoid the triple black as an average rider. You can ride the blacks and you can see what's coming up. It doesn't just suddenly come upon you, does it?
It's good for I'd go for the experience of it.
Yeah. And all the jump line, definitely, because it's all tabletop, so you can just ride them, can't you?
As big or as small as you want.
Yeah, a bit like what I was doing. I chose as small as I want.
Yeah, well, it's their own, isn't it?
So I think we've pretty much covered everything, haven't we?
We've got one more.
Go on then, let's get this one
Craig Moyer. In your last vlog, you interviewed a friend who had his replica Origin kit. If you could go back, what bike and setup would you like to race again?
Oh, bloody hell, that's a good question.
A few good ones, eh?
Right. I know the answer to that because I was showing Tommy around the shed and the old pictures and that before. I had a weekend when I worked for Dirt, where I had a RM9 Rocky Mountain, and that was when you didn't have downhill bikes with 9 inches of travel. They were all like 6-7 inches. So this thing was like a bit of a new beast, and I felt like amazing on it.
Really?
And it was ready for one of the Scottish winter rounds in Innerleithen years ago, probably 2001. And I was going down these tracks, and I was riding. I can't remember his name. It was a chap who was leading the Masters at the time in the downhill, and I was just keeping up with him dead easy, and I was absolutely blown away. And I was so excited for the next morning. I was like, this bike is a revelation. I had the RM7 before it, and then they sent me the 9, and this thing was like heaps faster.
Was it?
And then the next day I woke up and there was like a foot of snow, and they had to cancel it, and then I had to give the bike back. It's gutted. So probably that bike. And I can't remember kit in those days. I was probably on the very first Royal kit, I should imagine. The stuff that was amazing, really good. Still got it.
And that's an hour.
So massive thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out Tommy C's his YouTube channel, which is called
Tom Caffrey Mountain Bike, MTB.
And have a look at ours if you're not subscribed.
Yeah, anyone from mine. Well, you'll be here anyway,
Yeah.
won't you? So.
And there'll be lots more stuff with us doing stuff together in future. I'm well into these collaborations. We seem to have a good laugh together.
Yeah, man.
Pinsbury.co.uk for merch.
Yes, and check out his vlog that'll be out soon from tonight, following this idiot.
Following the old boy.
And thanks for joining us. Keep it pinned.
Yo.
See you later.
Sick, boys.